So good day, friends. I'm Dr. Bob Hamilton, and as you know, I am the host of the Hamilton Review, where kids and culture collide. This week, we have a phenomenal guest. His name is Dr. Robert Lerer. He is a pediatrician who's done a lot of work really all over the world, but particularly Cuba. He has a passion for Cuba because he's Cuban. And Robert, we had a great conversation. Thank you for coming on the Hamilton Review.
Thank you very much. It really is nice to see you again and to be part of the Hamilton Review.
So, Robert, tell our listeners what we talked about on this week's podcast.
So initially, you asked me some autobiographical questions about my background leading to the time when my parents left Europe for the United States and eventually wound up in Havana, Cuba for almost 14 years. I talked a little bit about how it was growing up in Cuba before the revolution, a little bit about what Cuba became after the revolution, and a little bit about my story in the United States in terms of my educational background and some of the things that I've been able to accomplish locally as well as globally. We talked about our mission work around the world and specifically returning to Cuba, which required a great deal of forgiveness in my heart for many painful things that happened to my family before we left 2 years after the revolution. But we talked also about the healthcare system of Cuba and how we have been successful in teaching courses and having conferences, professional conferences in Cuba as medical missionaries, as well as being able to change some aspects of health and public health in Cuba, working in connection with the government and with a number of Christian churches in Western Cuba.
It was a great show, friends. And for those who tune in, you will appreciate who Dr. Robert Lerer is, remarkable man. So be there. Thank you for your time. Take care.
Thank you.